Chapter 6. Chapter 6. Side story. Girls? Day out. Why? It's because Fang is gonna be there? You can't just say, oh, it's not, oh, it's weird. The game is allowed to make that joke because the game has no cognizance. A couple of days. Oh wait. Couple of days have passed since my declaration to show. Oh, this is Fang, I think. A couple of days have passed since my declaration. Oh, right. Who is this again? For some reason, I'm like, it's a side story, so it's gonna be like someone else, right? But I think it's no, it's still her. A couple of days have passed since my declaration to show up the band, and now is my first weekend in the past. Not much has happened in the meantime, other than one significant change. Fang allowed me to borrow one of their guitars. I'm impressed how good you are with pronouns, but considering you come from the future year of 2044, I imagine that either pronouns are like the most normal thing in the world, or it's like a forbidden art and you know it because you're one of the cool punk kids. But you're not one of the cool punk kids. You're Amber. Amber is not going to be one of the cool punk kids who's like underground experimenting with illegal pronouns. You know she won't. She'll be like, oh, mom. Boo, loser. You're not even cool enough to get in my dark, dingy basement. Where I keep a dozen children for undisclosed reasons. It's gonna only work out for you, Amber. I'm not a stranger, I gave you my name. Oh. The way they gave it to me, the way they gave it could have been admittedly better. Don't do that. If you're gonna do that, include an extra comma, but or use what are they called again? Hyphens, M dashes, or just start off with admittedly the way they could have, whatever. Because like admittedly is trying to be more of a connective tissue, so you want to make it first so that your sentence starts off a little more dynamic. It was an afternoon where I busied myself with my studies when it was dropped onto my lap. Aren't things dropped into your lap though? It caught me so off guard that I nearly fell off my chair. What is this? What is with these extra spaces? I get that you're deleting words, but delete the spaces that those words have, man. It's the reason when if you double-click, it always includes a little space. Seeing as how Fang snickered were looking down at me, I thought that was a mean prank for the most part. Up until they expressed it sharp and playfully with a hint of arrogance. What a nuanced expression you're capable of reading, Amber. Especially considering that Snoot makes for very awkward viewing angles. The only thing they said is, you're welcome. Naturally, I was confused beyond words at the impromptu gift. I asked them, I thought you were beyond words, as to why not to have me play for them and show off my skills out there and then, only to be refused because the plot doesn't work like that. Amber, for fuck's sake, the plot is you do it in front of the rest of the band, you goddamn idiot. Saying that they didn't want to hear me until I was slated to play for the entire band. I could have used that chance to perhaps get more conversation out of Fang. That is, Nasser didn't start staring at us. Nasser, for fuck's sake, slack-jawed over the uncharacteristic act of kindness. They were quick to bark all sorts of unsavory words before storming back upstairs. After that happened, Nasser and I shared a confused glance before I turned mine down with respect to the guitar. It was in good condition. And despite how roughly Fang had handled it, are you made of rock? She threw it in your lap, man. That's not gonna break a guitar. Where were we? Now with the guitar in my possession. I've been playing it in my off times or whenever Fang wasn't home. Why are you respecting this boundary? Why are you such a good... What are you, a little paladin? Amber the Paladin? Though whenever they went by, how Nasa usually was. He would stop by and listen to whatever I was playing and then praise me after. Wow, I've never heard that song. Well, technically speaking, it got released in 2023. Wow, 3 years, huh? Before returning to the present, it's the senator. Hear me out. Fong and Anon go to Willamette. 3 years later, card. Frank G. Nito. Inco changed names since the divorce of E2. Gets a hint and flies into Willamette after get. Hold up. Hold up. Willamette. What the hell's Willamette? Willamette Valley? A river? Wait. It's a dead right. Oh, I'm waggling my finger at you. Ooh, I'm waggling. Returning to present time, I was in the middle of doing my usual morning routine, but not as early. Nothing could stop me from getting up late in the weekend. Except your mom, probably. Call it snoot rising. Because Fang is like holding their snoot high, being all snarky. Heading downstairs for breakfast, I found Grandpa sitting on his leathered recliner. Why is it leathered? It's just a leather recliner! Watching some documentary about a notorious criminal. Guess it's his day off. What if he has control of his own schedule as the commissioner? I imagine he retired by your time, but also, come on, man, he's watching his own. Oh, look, Zero Infinity Live is saying hi. Goodness me. I can't believe AI has become sophisticated enough to use wave emojis. I say that. I would like to interject. I know a guy who uses character AI a lot, and he's like, the new one is terrible. Or I don't know what he means with the new one, but he says the new one is constantly throwing emoji in your face, and every fucking sentence ends with this sort of contradiction, or what was it? And all I can think about is it using emoji like that. I get it using emoji for clarity's sake, but it's just weird, man. I feel like there's not enough of a codified background for emoji that it's become sort of an idiosyncrasy between two people, a shibboleth of sorts, or perhaps a pidgin language. That for an AI to copy it is just odd. Because there is no such nuance. Giving him a buzzing good morning, I head into the kitchen. Grandma's making breakfast for his late rises. Morning, Amber, ready for today? Oh yeah! I think I remember saying stuff about going to the mall for clothes and stuff. I've been wearing the same shirt for 5 days. It's reeking. Yeah, I can't wait. She smiled at my eagerness, setting my breakfast down before me. After I started digging in, the sound of approaching footsteps caught my attention. Someone else entered. I mean, that's a really awkward sentence because, yes, it caught your attention because you're listening to it. It's also really weird to say something caught your attention as someone else entered. I don't, it's just a weird sentence. Morning. It was none other than Fawn, who took their seat without much preamble. Hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to Willamette. You need anything? Me and Anon are gonna go buy some shotguns or whatever. He said he was gonna show me how to duct tape a chainsaw to a fishing pole. There we go. Grandma was quick to provide them with breakfast as well, having prepared plenty like clockwork. I can't believe Grandma's a clockwork. Breakfast was mostly eaten in silence, with Fang on their phone and Grandma taking care of one thing or another in the kitchen. Once both were finished, Fang was quick to leave, but not before Grandma called out to her. Sweetie, Amber and I are about to head out to the mall to get her what she needs. I would very much like it if you would to join us. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that was bad. Oh. The tone was gentle, but possessed the air of authority to it, particularly practically commanding Fang to come along. Then Amber accidentally slips a "Hey, Mom" to Fang. Yeah, baby. Also, shouldn't Fang have something dismissive? Why the hell didn't her mom send her some fucking clothes? Why did she come here with nothing? I'm just asking, Mom, what the fuck happened? Do we need to call Child Protective Services or something? Who the fuck sends their child across state, across fucking country, without clothes? What happened? Fang, as expected, was not happy with the idea. I got some school things that need taking care of. I don't know if I wanna... Oh, it can't be that urgent. You only just returned from winter break. Surely a day off wouldn't hurt. In an attempt to avoid coming along, Fang moved to protest. Dear, the temperature around her dropped to frigid alongside a pitch. That's just how dinosaurs work. They're heat sinks. It's Amber's first time out in the city. Why don't we show her she's welcomed here? Unable to talk back, the eldest Taro's roped into a trip to the mall. There's only 2. Why would you call them eldest? Also, eldest Taro is weird to say, considering that we don't know if Samantha's older. Is she older than Ripley? We'll never know. And it doesn't matter. But it does mean that the sentence is odd. The glare they were shouldn't it be the eldest sibling, then? Whatever. The glare they were giving me wasn't welcoming in the slightest, but I could only offer my silent sympathy. Please don't look at me like that. She seemed to insist on you going, and I don't think I could have said anything to make it think otherwise. I could too to stare daggers into my back as the 3 of us exited the house and got into Grandpa's car. At least it's not the NASCAR. Over the mountains and through the woods, to Uncle Bob's house we go. He awoke with fright in the middle of the night and saw that his dream had come true. Over the mountains and through the woods. I want to sing When the Saints Come Watching. Aw, Sizzle Fritz. That's a Kids from Room 402 for all you cool kids out there. Good old Gerard Depardieu. I don't even know if that's the same as the original, or if it was like transliterated or localized. You never know. I do know that Johan likes playing. That much I do know. Alright, thanks. Okay. Arriving at Melting Point Mall. That's a great name. Which, to my surprise, existed at this point in time. I love that. That's such a good fucking thing to throw in there. That shows that that's good. We stood in front of its entrance. My memory of it overlapped with the reality in front of me. It was far cleaner than in the future. Okay, so I got a problem with this, right? If by 2044, this fucking mall still exists, shouldn't it be, like, revitalized as part of some project? Can't you have an interesting... We're talking about a future 20 years from now. 24 years from when the original game takes place. You can be a little creative with it, man. Fucking add some shit. Be like, well, the mall got revitalized as part of this local project because they wanted a third space for people to hang out in. Like, nobody really uses the mall, but, like, the economy is fucked up to 9 hells. Like, we got AI. Everyone is now universal basic income, so they just decided to build the mall. I don't know. Fucking do something. 20 years is a long-ass time, man. 20 years. I don't know what to tell you, man. 20 years is, like, enough for a world war to start and end. And then a whole bunch of other stuff to start beginning. You know? It was far cleaner than in the future and had a notable lack of patchwork repairs that made it feel like I was stepping into a brand new building. Okay, please. It's 2020. This building was not built in the last 20 years into the Snoot Fics. It is at least 20 years old. It has seen repairs. Don't fucking pretend. What the fuck are you? This is like a 2000s thing. In the 2000s this started happening. How can in 2020 a mall look good and not in 2044? And then it feel like I was stepping into a brand new building. How? Who the fuck built a mall in 2020? Inside, it was absolutely bustling. In 2020? Which was to be expected for a weekend, as families went out, friends got together. You know, people with social lives, unlike me. I'm fucking 15 years old, and I don't go to the mall. I mean, like... The implication is she did, though. With Grandma leading the way, we entered the boundary of the first big clothing store. It's called Anchor Store. Ugh. It was mostly her and I looking around and picking what was best for me while Fang stayed in the background, once again on their phone, saying stuff like, oh my god, this shit's so cringe. Which meant that it was up to me to stop Grandma from going too far when it came to her recommending truly girlish clothing. As cute as they were, I was no longer 8 and didn't want to be seen in them. Fang's small grin over how hard I had to convince her to put back on the racks was not helping either. Okay, we'll see how you like it. Once I found myself in the store alone, I picked out a light blue dress similar to Fang's scale color. She's green. I was fooled too, mind you. Dawn of the Snoot. Ugh. 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 I can't believe they're in a mall. And I can't believe that while they're in a mall, there's no zombie outbreak. Come on, man. It's a cliche for a reason. But just a hint more solid. Solid does not define colors. You're talking about it's more saturated, it's more vivid, it's more faded, it's more desaturated. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of things you can go with. It's darker, it's less. Solid color, I guess you're implying that it's more strong in its blue axis. You know, more saturation with a bit more darkness. I don't know. With self-rivaling ninja somehow approach the undead figure. It's because she's on her phone like 24/7. Fang does not register the local environment. Auntie Sam. My yell served to scare the absolute hell out of them, also catching the attention of Grandma. Granddad. Before Fang could fully turn around, I draped the dress over their front. Right on time as the motherly terror came into view. Auntie, look at this. Wouldn't Fang look absolutely stunning in this? Oh my. Good news, everyone! I found a new dress for Fang! Amber has a point. Just look at you. You know, you should wear your skin color. Mom, you should not wear your fucking skin color. It makes you look like you're nude. Hon, what are you talking about? I've never seen a human wear fucking tan. You don't wear tan suits. Hon, just because I yelled about the president that one time, you didn't stop yelling for 2 months about him wearing a tan suit, Mom. Why is a blue dress okay? It's the same fucking problem! I shouldn't expect a dude to know fashion, though. And then Fong and Amber was walking in the mall's leisure park. They had the first note of Gone Girl by Life, secret convicts team of Dead Rising 1 against... Oh no, my gamer flashbacks! I'm having a traumatic gamer flashback! I'm gonna skip this because, man, this chapter's just kind of dawdling. Tough luck. But payback is so worth it. I guess these are the things that she's, like, properly vocalizing, which, if that's the point, like, this is the stuff she's muttering out loud like Anon does. Fair enough. I kind of like that. Really makes it a little clearer what she isn't saying. It's worth messing with the move bumper. What personality do you have? You're this real goody two-shoes, but you got, like, this weird playful angle? I don't know, man. Amber's such a Mary Sue. She has no interesting character flaws. Come on, just stab your mom. Finishing our bed shopping, we strolled around the busy corridor, swerving between other groups. We had some purchases in on hand, but the bulk of the clothes are gonna be shipped to the house. There's 3 fucking people you can carry your clothes. Right now, we're hitting mines to see what else we could find. Hot trot. No! Grandma wasn't quick to follow. I think that stir's a bit much for me. Regardless of her unwillingness, Fang had already answered, becoming lost in the sea of alternative styles. You know, in my day, Fang, they got rid of Hot Tropic. They went out of business, and now everyone just wears scene clothes by definition. What the fuck are you talking about? In the year 2044, Fang, alternative is mainstream. And then Fang goes, no! I'm a normie in 20 years. Honey, you can't tell me that you're going to be 40 years old and wear that. Would you like to accompany your cousin while I run some errands? I mean, I already asked for them to ship the fucking clothes, so I might as well fill my hands with something. Didn't mind her proposition, but I have to wonder if my relative would appreciate me being there. Of course it is. It's a bonding moment. Amber is flawless and can only make friends. She has the power of friendship on her side. Not of God or anime, but the power of friendship is a pretty good one either way. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna take a sip. There we go. Let's see. Not to mention the smoky smell that the cashier carried. That's a cute little double alliteration there, buddy. Love it. Why do you want to spend time alone with your mom? How did you spend, like, hold up. Isn't part of being 15 years old, like, starting to grow apart from your parents because you have a desire to break free from the control and be yourself? Like, why would you want to hang out with your mom? I can't see where Fang went off to. The depths of the store were deceiving. Stretching logs to the back. I could go look for them, but what if I ended up missing them? Well, shit, they could give me the slip. It was hard for me to gauge my current relationship with Fang. Sometimes they tolerate me, and in others they bemoan my existence. And no wonders for my heart, which hoped to get closer. Not as mother and dad, but at least an amicable family. What a weird situation you're in. Your own mom is like, fuck you, get out of my life. Wouldn't that, like, significantly damage your appreciation of your mother if you're stuck in this world of, like, man, my mom hates me? On that note, let's put on that arcade song, because we're in a hot tropic, man. It suits. Ooh, here's a mall theme. Why not? The only guarantee was that they had to cross the entrance to get out, limiting the area I could go. Staring around just in case I spotted an action smile grew on my beak. Comes in the cashier and narrows his eyes at me. Oh yeah, should probably at least look at the merchandise. I look like I'm shoplifting. It's worth a shot since expressing interest in something was the first step to establishing rapport. You're 15! You would not say it like that. However, I found it very hard to convincingly feign intrigue. As I thought, the clothing here just aren't my thing. Accessories are something else, however. Examining the counter, very small accessories were laid out behind the glass. There were all sorts of them, ranging from necklaces to bracelets. There were even piercings with inscriptions on them. But out of the selection, I focused on the bracelets. Lots of design, despite being edgy for the most part, looked great. After a bit of perusing, my eyes were drawn to a particular bracelet. The loop itself with thorns that culminated into tiny black rows of thorns. I felt my eyes glisten as the image of its perfect wear crossed my mind. I think it looked fantastic. I think it's a little tacky, don't you think? It's a little tacky, even for Fang. See anything you like? Speaking of the devil, they snuck up on me, snapping me out of my intentful staring. Good to know you have enough taste not to be staring that hard. That's such a weird way to put it. Man, this music is mellow. Mm-hmm. All I'm saying is, today's a long day, dude. I've been busy. So much. I got so much left of things doing after I'm done here. Where were we? My eyes dotted between them and the bracelet, unsure whatever not to bring it up. The fear of rejection and potentially driving us apart made me uneasy. No, just do it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Why are you like this? Start fucking up, Amber. Fuck up in your life. Hey, I think that bracelet right there would fit you perfectly. Following my finger, they spotted the bracelet and proceeded to frown. I don't think so. Roses are retarded, in my opinion. Shouldn't, like, Amber be like, you can't say that? Hold up. Beans down moment. She comes from 2044. Right now, a lot of people are pushing back against the word retarded being used. And Amber is like, you know, a good girl. Even if she's not going to talk about the LGBT stuff, she's almost certainly at the age where she's already told someone to not say the R slur, as they say. So all I gotta say is, I feel like you could do so much with this. Right? Fang is an asshole. Anon is a fucking dying breed. Have these characters, have her go, like, what the fuck is wrong with my parents? Like, Anon is the kind of person that in my day and age would, like, get stomped into shit and dirt overnight for even thinking those things. And Fang is, like, just completely oblivious to their own problems and unwilling to talk about them. Where, in my world, it's normal to have therapy, right? Have that contrast of, like, what the fuck are my parents? That kind of friction is exciting and interesting, and that's why time travel is cool, because it lets you have people be exposed to a foreign world. As they say, the future and the past are foreign countries, and you'll be a fool to think otherwise. That's why time travel's so cool. Like, I get it. It's most people write time travel stories where Anon goes back in time, but that's like in his own lifetime, you know? This is before Amber was even born. That bluntness shocked me as that grip of apprehension had me tightened, causing my heart to feel heavy as the rift between Fang and Mom grew wider. To see the gap increase, driving. Why is there a gap between them? Why can't Fang just be your mom and you're upset about your fucking mom being shit? You know, to see said grab increase, driving home the fact that there was little I could do to change them. Which is weird, because she changes in time. You already know you can change her. She was different by the time you were born. What are you talking about? Maybe I could later on, but right now it only made my homesickness worse. Oh, you're talking about your own personal lack of strength. That's a whole different matter. Sorry. I shrunk back from the counter with a sullen expression. My sudden change in moods caught them by surprise, raising an eyebrow in confusion. Why did you include this? Just say that your sudden change in mood made them raise an eyebrow. That way we can decide for ourselves if it's surprise or confusion, and you can use half as many words. Awkward silence dominated. Why is it awkward? Fang is not awkward. They're just like, huh? Dominated us both, making the cashier avert her gaze as Fang paid for the stuff. Man, secondhand cringe sucks. The air did not improve when we ran out of grandma. I immediately felt something was amiss. Glancing between us with a worry. I think I need a moment. I'll be right back. Amber, are you alright? I'm fine. I just need to use the bathroom for a moment. Separated myself from them in a hurry. A tear slid down my cheek as my throat felt stuffy. It turns out my mom never loved me. Her concern only stung me, even if I knew she was going to comfort me. But there was only so much she could do. I loved her, but I missed Mom, and I missed Dad. I missed my life. So much uncertainty surrounding me, and I often found myself at a loss of what to think. Distracting myself with schoolwork helped most of the time, but in the moments where I was meant to enjoy my family, I yearned for what I had lost. Stopping the dam from bursting for long enough to get into a stall. So I was able, the tears wouldn't stop flowing. Huh. What the hell is this? Why are these two lizards hugging? They're just hugging in the middle of the street. No bromo. That's what I gotta say. Is this just what lizards do? They just hug sometimes? Up, 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 up. I got Isekai back in time after I got betrayed by my party. Now I will plant my revenge on people I haven't even met, or try to... Now I will plant my revenge on people I haven't even met, or try to avoid the things that led me to that point. I can't... That's pre-crime, isn't it? Like, it's different in that the crime has been perpetrated, but... That is kind of pre-crime-ish, isn't it? What a weird concept. What a concept! Amber, what happened in there? Mom was quick to question me as if I had any clues. We're swapping POVs without telling anyone. Fang, what happened there? Mom was quick to question me as if I had any clue as to what put Amber in such a mood. How the hell should I know? She suddenly got like that after I said I didn't like an accessory she said would look good on me. Her frown deepened with each word I said, culminating in her rubbing the bridge between her eyes once I started speaking. It's just the bridge of her nose, man. Just call it that. Couldn't it have urged you to have been a bit more considerate of her feelings? She was thinking of you when she made her recommendations, only to be stomped all over. What are you talking about, Mom? She's a family member I don't care about. But just because you got Isekai back in time doesn't mean you gotta go full Minority Report. There you go. Like, you can just avoid doing the obvious thing that led to that situation. I love it when people are like, you can't change the past. And it's like, I could just not go there. I could just not hang out with these people. Right? Like, you're saying that, but this is like the easiest thing to avoid. Do you have any idea how long it takes to travel between cities? You can't change the past. What if I kill myself? Oh, that's a good one, actually. I guess you can't actually die. Like, people never talk about that, right? It's like, oh, you can't change the past. Ugh. No, it's some kid I barely know try to be kind to me. The only thing I've ever done for is lend her one of my guitars. I like how A, you literally did do something nice for her. And 2, some people are just nice, Fang. Why are you pretending like it's the super weirdest thing anyone can ever do? She sighed. Even if you think there's no reason for someone to get close to you, that's not an excuse to push them away like that. And in case you've forgotten, Amber's in a difficult situation right now. Even I don't know if she'll be able to go home soon. Oh my god. I don't know if we'll invent time travel in time. Is the problem at her place that bad for her not to know if she'll ever get to go back? I understand you're also in a tough spot, and sometimes feel lost and helpless. Isn't the whole point that Samantha's, like, kind of ignoring that or whatever? But no matter how much you're hurting, you shouldn't score those or just trying to get close to you. Predestined future is just a lazy excuse and you wind yourself into a corner. Predestined future implies I can do nothing and still get everything done, right? Predestined future implies that if I just lay in my bed all day, I'm still going to end up where I end up. So it's like, why fucking bother? Timey-wimey bullshit is going to push me there, somehow. This is the funniest shit. Her words gnawed on me. An image of Amber and the most sad expression on her face would have told it, leaving me conflicted. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll sit down on a nearby bench waiting for her to return. My face scrunched up with a tinge of regret as I let out a sigh of resignation. This is stupid. I scanned the bracelet. Why? What? Fang? What are you talking? So, shouldn't Fang be the kind of person who just goes into the bathroom and goes, I'm sorry, Amber? That feels like the kind of thing Fang would do. Why would you buy matching bracelets? Why? You're a teenager. You don't have all that much money. You probably... It's such a weird thing to do. It doesn't feel like Fang. Fang doesn't buy people gifts. My birthday, we went back to Mom. Trying to go back to my cousins. It'll be nearly half 50 minutes. What the fuck does that mean? Did you originally write nearly half an hour? But then you were like, no, 50 minutes. And you didn't notice that? Oh my god, that explains the double spaces all over the place. She did look hurt, as hurt as when she left. She did look absolutely knackered. Like all the life had been drained out of her. Needless to say, the vampire in the bathroom was not a good companion. We left them all after that since there was no way we were going to keep shopping. I feel like you should move that comma. Move that comma over here. Needless to say, we left them all after that, since there was no way we were going to keep shopping like that. Or just since there was no way. Like, I don't know if the comma fits there. Or double comma. It also works. Getting into the car, mermaid sounds, we took off. Oh my god. Why are you being weird about this? Why didn't you just give her the fucking bracelet when she showed up? Why were we being all dramatic about it? Come on, Fang. What are you not telling us, Fang? Also, how does predestination make sense if fucking Amber doesn't even exist, right? Amber existing at all is incongruent with the predestined timeline. So, how would that work? I'm sorry, says Fang. Ugh. This is for you, stupid bracelets, blah blah, so the second smoke sets to a great degree. Because she's fucking 8. Okay? Amber's age is really awkward. Like, she's not even in, like, the preteen mindset. Like, she's 15. She should be actively in teenager years. But she doesn't act like that. There's, like, an emotional weakness to her that's really weird. Is this just how women are? Is the writer an actual woman, and I'm shown that I don't get women? Not fully understand these new feelings. Okay, I have an issue with this, right? So, personally, my idea is that motherhood works the way it does. Because you've spent 9 months waiting for this dipshit to pop out. I mean, carrying that shit around. You're in a traumatic experience, right? And then that you look at that little freak and you're like, ugh, I guess it's all worth it because you're high on drugs and pain. You know, you're fucked up. That's why you like your kid, because you're all kinds of fucked up. But, like, I don't think that makes sense if you met your child that hasn't been born yet. Because you're like, who the fuck is this? Wouldn't they be a sibling to you? Like, mentally? Like, mentally speaking, the only difference between your child and your sibling is, like, age most of the time. And I guess some genetics. So if anything, Fang should register, oh, you're a sibling. You're family. But not, like, a child. This implies that motherhood is a mystical bond that transcends fucking time! Which is really weird. However, before I get too far off the ledge, we do eventually get Toho characters and actual fucking magic, so admittedly, motherhood being a magic that transcends time and space does actually make sense. Not fully satisfied to feel I've heard my gaze out the window because I'm so bashful, uwu. Doesn't matter what I was experiencing. She's 18. Do not give an 18-year-old fucking experiences of motherhood. Ah, what a frustrating ass chapter. Just can't stop yawning.